Demon football coach Jay Thomas, your team beat Nichols handily on Saturday night, now turns its attention to the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks, the battle for Chief Caddo, Saturday afternoon in Nacogdoches. So let's talk about the Nichols win. First of all, Coach Thomas, what the doctor ordered really for the Demons, a good all-around performance.
Yes, it was a great team win. A lot of people involved, a lot of players involved in it. Thought the staff did an outstanding job preparing the team. The guys played perfectly throughout the game. Had a few penalties here and there, but you know, when you look at us offensively, we got 12 guys who can touch the ball every snap. That's hard to defend. And then defensively, we got a bunch of guys that really are playing together really well and running to the football really well. And I thought that special teams really nice job in coverage, and I thought we kicked the ball pretty well too.
Your team also got a record performance from senior quarterback Zack Adkins, who had thrown 4 touchdown passes in the game 4 times this year to tie the school record, held by 6 other players as well. Finally got over the hump and got number 5 in the second half Saturday. I know that's something that personified a remarkable performance by Zack. Talk about why it was so remarkable.
Well, I'll tell you, no, it's been a build-up for him in 2 years that he's been here, and you can see those types of games coming. You can see him having the opportunity to break some of those records as he was going through the season, and you know, it's another feather in his hat. But I still think that you know, there's a lot of football yet to be played. He still hadn't put the finest one out there yet. So hopefully this Saturday it will be that. But anyway, that being said, outstanding game by him. I've even said it looked like he was playing a video game at times. That's coming off of 2 days of not practicing, last week. Just a tough guy. In the ACU game, he gutted out his shoulder, banged up a little bit, and didn't tell anyone because that's just him being competitive, and wanting to play, every minute. And I respect that. And I know our coaches do too. So it was just an outstanding game by him, and he got the ball to all the guys, and everybody had a lot of fun. And it was really fun to see these guys play the way we played Saturday.
All right, turning your attention to this Saturday's game in Nacogdoches, there's no question that the Chief Caddo Series is one that's front and center in Northwestern athletic history. The biggest trophy in all of sports, not just college football, but around the world, the biggest trophy in sports. So how important is this game from that perspective? Well,
that's what we talked about as a team last night. We played a lot of big games this year, but this one is huge. And you talk about, Northwestern State, we have a lot of rivalries, but this one's extra special. And, Chief Caddo makes it extra special. And, the 2 campuses only be an hour and 45 minutes apart. It's a great tradition. Both schools rich in tradition. So, it's a fun game for the guys to play in, to coach in, and then, to have Chief as the reward at the end makes it extra sweet. But, there's a lot of other things involved that are going in this game too, Just the Chief alone makes it a huge game every year. But, I know we both, SFA and us, we're battling for, a possible playoff berth, so that adds to it. Playing for seniors, last game, regular season game for those guys. So many things out there that we're playing for. But obviously, yes, we need to protect the Chief and bring the Chief back home with us.
SFA's got a couple of signature wins over Southeastern and McNeese. They've got clearly one of the great football players in the country at running back, and Gus Johnson averaging over 130 yards a game rushing. Talk about the challenges SFA presents.
Well, the multiple challenges defending their offense, and it starts with Gus. Gus is a downhill runner. He can beat you outside too. He can bounce balls outside, but he really runs the ball well between the tackles. And then the addition to the offense is Coach Conk's son, Zack Conk, quarterback, and transferred in from UTSA out of San Antonio, and is playing really well. It's like a tight end running the ball. It's always in Wildcat their offense is. He is a 6'3", 230 quarterback, but very efficient in the passing game. What they do with the underneath passing game, that like to run the quarterback a bunch too in the offense. So it's going to be a challenge for us defensively to stop both of those guys, two big guys that run the football. Very talented offensive line, big offensive line. So we got to be able to get that matchup. And of course, very speedy. They always have great receivers outside that can hurt you downfield.
Okay, let's talk once again about Chief Caddo. He's here.
Yeah.
The Demons won him last year. So how about the Chief's activity this week? Where does he go? What does he do? What role does he play?
Well, the Chief is very mysterious. You just never know where the Chief will end up. It's game week, and it's always a special time, and I think it starts stirring Chief up a little bit. So he may end up moving around. May end up in the meeting rooms. He may end up in a ready room. You just don't know where he'll end up. May end up in the locker room at some point in time. But it's kind of like Chief knows it's the big week. He's starting to stir and move around a little bit. I kind of felt that way last night as I was leaving the office. I could feel something special about to take place.
And is he saying anything?
No, he didn't. Hadn't said much, but he's been a very good listener over the past year.
Well, very good. We think he'll be smiling after the game Saturday.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.